The Rockmart Yellow Jackets finally returned home after a shootout win over Dalton. This week brought Irwin County up from Ocilla, well down south of Macon, for a matchup of 2-1 teams. Highlights from an early season test for the Jackets coming up after a word from this PolkSportsWire sponsor. This PolkSportsWire video is brought to you by Freeman Harris Funeral Home of Rockmart, who have been serving local families in times of need for decades and will be there for you and your loved ones for generations to come. Learn how Freeman Harris Funeral Home can help your family by clicking the link in the description or call now at 770-684-6551. That's 770-684-6551. Our friends over at Freeman Harris Funeral Home wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season, and we thank them for their continued support of local news and sports content like this at Polk Today and PolkSportsWire.com. It was a Week 5 showdown between two good teams, and 48 minutes of football would determine who stays on a winning path and who has to regroup moving into the midseason mark. Indians made a 4+ hour drive up the road from Ocilla to visit Jacket Nation here in Polk County, and it seemed the bus ride didn't cause them any issues. Let's start from the sidelines at the Rock with kickoff going to the Jackets, but the home team struggled and punted away their first possession. Irwin gets the ball, completes the long drive, and Shane Marshall drives it in on short yardage for the first score of the night. First quarter, Irwin ball again. Indians QB Cody Soliday hands off to DeMarcus Lundy, and he's met by a wall of Rockmart defenders hoping to stall the Irwin County drive. Second quarter's Jacket ball. They finally get on the scoreboard with a touchdown thanks to a scrambling J.D. Davis pass I failed to get a good shot of, but got the catch made by Zion McCrary. Great job, Zion. We'll see him again in a bit. Third quarter, Irwin ball, and handoff goes to Shane Marshall again, who goes for another touchdown. He'd have a 2-touchdown night of his own. Also from the third quarter, check out this big hit by Bobby High on defense. Penalty flags went down after this one, but what a hit from Bobby. Fourth quarter, after the lights went out and caused another delay in a Jacket football game, Jackets driving, J.D. Davis calls his own number and picks up a huge first down, leading a few plays later to this one. As time is running out, Davis tosses up a pass and connects again with McCrary for the big touchdown. Big score, but not quite enough to get the Jackets over the hump. Do or die time for Rockmart as time is ticking down. Jackets need a stop and a score in a hurry, but the defense wasn't ready for this pass between Soliday and Snyder. This one went for 6. Jackets get the ball back with some time left, but when the time came, Davis couldn't connect on the pass, and Irwin runs out the clock on the Jackets for their second loss of the season. Jacket Nation wants this one back after the 28-14 loss puts Rockmart back at 500, and look, I could say 2 touchdowns wiped away by holding calls knocked the wind out of our sails. Penalties took a big toll being able to get the first downs we needed. Their offensive line was bigger in stature than our defensive players. Heck, even the lights went out in the stadium during a nearly 30-minute delay wasn't good enough to help Rockmart out in this contest. Don't count the Jackets out. I think this week gives the Jackets a chance to regroup, which is what they really need right now for the success of the squad coaches and fans have come to expect from the home team. So now the Jackets move to 2-2 for the season, and Irwin's unlucky visit is gonna haunt us for a little bit, but don't worry at all. We've got a week off, and we've got Model Blue Devils coming up. We'll talk about them here in just a moment. Let's get into some other results from around the area since we didn't have a Cedartown game to chat about, but don't forget to check out the midweek update with the Bulldogs' big Team of the Week honors up now and available to everyone on PolkSportsWire.com. Cedartown will be coming back on the field this coming Friday, hosting Dalton on September 23rd. Let's start out just north of us in Floyd County. The Model Blue Devils, just as we were talking about, down the Trine Bulldogs 31-27. Looks like Model is better than I thought. We'll see in 2 weeks when Jackets and Blue Devils face off. Temple Tigers 35, Pepperell Dragons 28. Still a little early to figure out what's happening up there in Wendell, but it ain't looking great so far. Southeast Whitfield 28, our Merchant 21. Don't count the Indians out just yet. Raiders look to be improving. More thoughts on the squad next week. Coosa needed this win. Eagles 31, Towns County 14. Darlington 41, Northwest Whitfield 33. Crystal Ball says the Tigers stay undefeated for the season for right now. Rome was off this week. Moving on to Bartow County. Cass and Woodwin were off this week too. The Hurricanes remained on the field though and picked up another impressive win to stay undefeated. Cartersville 49, Heritage Conyers 0. Will the Canes ever make landfall? Stay tuned. Look out, the Tigers are on the prowl. Adairsville 42, LFO 20. Let's shift focus over eastward to Paulding County, starting off with North Paulding, who put up a shutout over Pope 55-0 on Friday night. Two local squads in action. South Paulding tops East Paulding 37-27. Good bounce back win for the Spartans. Paulding County 32, Noonan 25. Good win for the Pats. Hiram 41, Drew 7. Huge victory for the Hornets. Look for more improvement from Hiram as the season continues. Shifting to the south, we've got several scores to look at from week 5 starting off. Let's look at what happened in Rebel Country. Upson Lee 29, Harrelson 15. Rebels are now 1-3, have a lot of ground to cover before region play begins. Fingers crossed they can get it together before then. We see them in October. The other big surprise was the Blue Devils. Bremen 14, Gordon Lee 7. Way to pick up a W over a usually good school, Bremen. Two more from that neck of the woods. University of Carrollton 48, Jenkins 0. Anyone surprised at this point? Cedartown's region opener is coming up against this next one. Central Carroll 27, Northgate 10. Wines are looking good at 4-1. September 30th is going to be a good game. Jumping up to the northern part of the area. Two tribes battled in this one, but there can be only one. Chattooga 28, Murray County 7. Another battle of neighbors. Ringgold 42, Lafayette 27. Bigger spread than I expected in that outcome. Back to the Whitfield teams. Dalton 35, Lassiter 3. Cats land on their feet after the sting from the Rockmart loss. Coahulla Creek 35, Religion 14. Panthers used to be a decent football team. The struggles continue for them. A region foe for Rockmart later this season. Fannin 56, Murphy, North Carolina 23. Big win for the Rebels up there. Last one, Calhoun 40, Sonoraville 7. I think the Phoenix just got burned after the loss Calhoun took to Cedartown at home. Ouch. Okay, sports fans, we'll be back next weekend with updates from the sidelines of Catamounts against Bulldogs. Check back for additional info on PolkSportsWire.com and subscribe for just $4.99 a month. We'll have some more Raw hits coming up for subscribers with additional exclusive content as well going up over the next few days, so stay tuned. If you can't, just do us a favor and give us a subscribe here on YouTube. Give this video a like. Help us help you. I'm Kevin the Editor. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with more from the sidelines coming soon.